Hey, welcome to the channel. My name's Tom Peter and today I'm going to take you through a beginner follow along gymnastics rings workout. You can do this with me in real time. All you're going to need is a pair of gymnastics rings and either a tree or a squat rack to hang them on. If you want to do a 5-minute warm-up, there's one linked in the description, but other than that, let's get into the workout. Set your rings up to an even height. We're going to start off with 8 ring push-ups and then we're going to superset that with 8 inverted row. Get ready to go. Starting with an overhand grip, you're going to drop your body through the rings. I like to turn the rings slightly to a more neutral grip when I'm in the bottom position. You're going to have the ring come just underneath your shoulder and the top of the ring should come towards your bicep and just gently touch. I wouldn't go much further than that or you'll probably overextend your shoulder slightly. You're going to do 8 reps in tempo with me. Now we're going to move onto an inverted row, working the opposing muscles to a push-up. So you're going to start with an overhand grip. You're going to pull round to a neutral grip, pulling the rings just underneath your chest up near your ribs. You're going to squeeze your back muscles and then slowly lower back to the start position. You're going to do 8 reps of this. We've got 3 rounds, supersetting these 2 exercises back and forth. Try and keep roughly to my tempo. There'll be a short transition between each set. Moving back onto the ring push-ups now. Again, we're going to do 8 reps, having a nice controlled tempo on the way down, and then a slightly faster pace on the push. Let's go. The ring push-up is a great exercise for working your chest, your triceps, and your shoulders. You should also be engaging your core, so don't let your hips drop too far forwards through the rings, but also don't stick your bum in the air either. So you should have a nice straight line from your heels all the way up to your shoulders. I like to squeeze my glutes and keep my abs tight and keep my body in that plank position. Let's move on to the inverted row now. So leaning back, starting with that overhand grip, you're going to pull, rotate the grip, pinch the back muscles, and then return back to the start position. This inverted row exercise is a great way to develop some strength in the back and bicep muscles and can help you progress onto harder exercises such as a pull-up or chin-up. Moving on to the 3rd round now, we're going to do 1 more set of push-ups, still 8 reps, 1 more set of an inverted row, and then we're going to move onto some new exercises. Get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. That's all the push-ups complete. Let's get that last set of inverted row finished. If you need to make the exercise harder, you can just walk forwards a little bit. And if you want to make it easier, you just come more upright. Let's go. And that's section 1 of 3 done. We've got 3 superset pairs within this workout. The next pair, you're going to need to move the rings up slightly so that you can do a straight arm hold with your feet hovering off the floor. You're going to pair a straight arm hold with some assisted pistol squats. We're going to try and do a 30-second hold. If that's too difficult, you can do this supported hold that you can see on the screen right now. And then you're going to do 8 per leg pistol squats. Again, try and keep tempo with me. Adjust the rings and get ready to go. Jump into that straight arm hold in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pull the rings in towards your side. If you can, slightly externally rotate your grip. Keep your feet together, look down towards your toes, Keep your abs and glutes tight. Make sure your elbows are locked out. Push down into the rings. Try not to shrug so your shoulders shouldn't come up towards your ears. Keep holding. Don't worry if you can't do the 30 seconds, just do as long as you can. Next, we're moving on to 8 per leg, ring-assisted pistol squats. So you're going to take 1 ring in each hand, stand on 1 leg. You're going to have a nice controlled tempo down. Let's go into it. Pause at the bottom for a second and then stand back up. You've got 8 reps on this leg. Take your time. Try and follow my tempo roughly and then switch to the other side. If you're finding it too easy, get rid of 1 hand and you're going to hold the ring in the opposite leg of the one you're squatting on. Make sure your knee isn't collapsing in towards your big toe. You want to keep that pointed slightly out towards the outer toes or just pointing straight ahead. Let's get ready to go on the other side. So there's round 1 done of those 2 exercises. Take a short rest and get ready to go for that second set of straight arm holds. Jumping up in 3, 2, 1. As I mentioned earlier, don't worry if you can't do the full 30 seconds. Just do a max hold on the rings or try that easier option where the rings are slightly lower to the floor and you have straight legs with your heels resting on the floor. Get ready to go into that second set of pistol squats, doing 8 reps per leg. Nice smooth tempo, making sure the knee doesn't collapse in towards the big toe. Let's get going. Try to minimize the assistance of the ring in the first half of the movement and then just use them to stop you from falling backwards at the bottom. So rather than leaning back from the very first moment on the pistol squat, you want to pretend that you're not using the rings at all and then just let them catch you at the bottom, saving you from rolling back. Moving over now to the other leg. On to the third and final round of this superset pair. Let's go. Final set of pistol squats now, 8 per leg. Remember to minimize the help with the rings in the first half of the movement. 3, 2, 1, and go. Moving on to the other leg now. Onto our last superset pair now. We're going to hit the triceps and biceps, doing a ring overhead tricep extension. You're only going to need one ring for that, and your hands are going to be over the top of the ring, and then you're going to use both rings for a bicep curl in an inverted position. We're going to start with 10 reps of that overhead tricep extension. So take your hands on the top of the ring and let's go. I want you to fix the angle at your armpit consistent, and you're only going to hinge at the elbow. The big mistake on this is to be way too horizontal, so you want quite an upright position. You're just going to drop the hands back behind the head and then extend until straight. The key to a good rep is to keep the biceps level with the temples throughout the whole set. It's a tricky one to get right, but when you do, you'll really feel it. Let's move on now to that bicep curl. So you're going to take both rings, lean back into an inverted row position, and you're going to curl. I'm just adjusting the rings, but let's get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Don't turn this into an underhand inverted row. What you want to do is have a much more upright position than your inverted row start, and you're going to maintain a right angle between your triceps and your body throughout the whole movement, curling the rings until your little fingers end up next to your temples. Squeeze your biceps and then slowly lower yourself back down. We're doing 10 reps of these also. There's set 1 of 3 done. Let's get ready to go back into that overhead tricep extension. Make sure you fix that angle at the elbow so you're not doing a lat pullover action, but you're just hinging, extending the elbow, tensing the tricep. We're sticking with 10 reps on both of these exercises for all 3 rounds. Moving on to that second set of the ring bicep curls. Try and get that 90-degree angle between the base of your tricep and your body and maintain that throughout the set. Let's go. Final 2 sets now. We've just got 1 more of that overhead tricep extension, 1 more curl, and then you're done with the workout. Get ready and let's go. Final set now. We've just got 10 reps of that inverted bicep curl. Let's go.
And that's it, workout complete. If you enjoyed it, do hit the thumbs up button, give the video a like. Would you like me to make more of these gymnastics rings videos? Do you want me to make an intermediate follow along one? If so, let me know in the comments. I've got loads more ring workouts up on my YouTube channel, so check out the playlist labeled Gymnastics Rings. If you're enjoying the content, do subscribe to the channel and hopefully see you again soon for another workout.